It's like candy.
Ow.
It's starting now.
It's starting now.
It's starting now. It's starting now.
It's
like candy. My eyes roll in my head, toss and turn in my bed. In the morning when I think about you,
indeed I do.
Simply put, you're the reason why. Even though I'm real shy, I attempt to look my best for you.
Indeed I do.
Ow, cause you affect me, fascinate me. I thank heaven for the things that you do.
Indeed I do.
Like candy, like candy.
It's like Randy.
You look real nice and wrapped up tight. The kind I like.
Fuck that shit.
Bruh, that shit was melted right there. It tastes like candy.
It's candy.
It tastes delicious like candy.
Like bondage's candy.
Like City Market's candy.
Like Jay's News candy.
Like Dolly touching him with his dirty-handed candy.
Like you Slingy's candy.
Like running it back to Sammy's candy.
Like Don's Market candy.
Like going back in a time machine and going down to Deep Mario's candy.
Like Rocky D's candy.
Like going down to Mervis's and asking please for candy.
Like that candy place across from Laredo Dwellings candy. Whatever it was called.
Mr. Smith's candy.
You son of a bitch. That was a low blow, you fucking piece of shit.
Whatever that place was.
I was getting ready to bring that up. That was foul. That was foul. That was fucking foul.
Shout out to Mr. Smith.
Shout out to Mr. Smith, man. He held the whole fucking hood down as far as from 37th Street on up.
And he held it down with a shotty.
Yes, he did. He was like, God damn it, you motherfuckers ain't robbing me again. I swear to God.
Jig put me on.
Oh,
Jig
man.
Terrell, like, don't go in Mr. Smith's acting a fool, because he does strap up. Man.
Mr. Smith was waiting for a motherfucker.
A couple pellets for niggas stealing.
What you think he had in there, Wax? Buckshot or
He had like Dave
bird
Chappelle
shot.
said. He had
Bird
shot, buckshot, bird shot, buckshot.
And then after that bitch was Jamaican.
Mm-hmm.
Buckshot.
Right.
Yeah, Mr. Smith definitely held it down and shit. He didn't like a lot of twitching and moving around when you came in there. And he was a war vet.
Frantic. You know what I mean? He wasn't fit for that shit.
Sam from Sam's Candy held it down for us downtown, man.
Sam was the nicest guy on the planet.
Well, that's because Sam couldn't hear that well, so he just agreed with everything you said. That's why it was nice. Like, yeah, right. Mm-hmm. He was like, Sam, I hate my life. Yeah, right. I know, right? Man, my parents are fucking mean as hell, and I'm ready to fucking move out. Yeah, I know, right?
Sam, I'm about to steal half of this inventory.
You watch your motherfucking hands, goddammit. I got my fucking hearing aid turned up to 10 today, so I heard that shit. That right there, listen, if you get a real shy mixed with a rough
ow
and an ow, that means that you can speak in that language.
They need to bring that kind of song, that kind of singing back.
Hell yeah. Like, how you feeling, man? Like, how you feel about the game, man?
I feel great about that game. Wow. I wish they would have played a little bit better.
Indeed I do.
Eat that shit, y'all. Like, y'all motherfuckers melted that shit. But we need to bring that type of shit back,
like,
man.
That rough singing.
That rough shit, man. Like, that shit sounded like, you know what I mean? You get ready, like, pound somebody against the wall and boom, boom, boom.
Like, I love you, bitch.
Yeah, like it was aggressive love. Like this shit's about to be. These next 4 years is getting ready to be aggressive. Not Rocky, because I ain't gonna put my hands on you.
Right.
But I'm gonna love you real hard. This shit is happening.
Real hard.
Real hard.
Ow.
Welcome to DWI episode 10. Fellas, 10 episodes.
Yes, sir.
We did it.
Yeah.
Look,
man.
I'm saying it like we hit the lottery. But no, straight up and down.
I
Shout
feel
out.
like it. I feel like we did.
It does, man. Because there's a lot of love being showed out
Right.
there, man. Throughout the tri-state area and beyond.
Right. We put a lot of work into this.
Yes, we did. So for that, we're grateful. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, sharing it, liking it. The continuous love, man. We are so happy for it. Once again, welcome to DWI. This is Wax. That's Dude. I'm Ellie. Fellas, let's dive right into it.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get it.
First of all, I'd like to send a shout out to Bees. Bees, thanks for holding us down. Secondly, I'd like to send a shout out to everybody out there who's showing us love and who's like really coming along on our journey and, just really, tuning into the show. Yeah. Third of all, we send nothing but love out there and positive energy. So if we help you through your week, if we can help you through your work week, if we help you through working out, it's our pleasure. I'd like to send a shout out right now to my boy Andre Roach, big family of the show. He started his own insurance company, and we'd like to just give him a big ups, try to help him get a little boost. So if you guys need any life insurance, give him a holler at Andre LifeInsurance95@gmail.com. Once again, Andre LifeInsurance95@gmail.com.
Yo, show support, show some love, man. That's
Right.
Beaver Falls. That's somebody doing something, man.
Something positive.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He shows love, so that's the least we could do.
Not to mention Andre, we ain't trying to be on some DJ Envy shit, so you better be legit, boy. Keep it right.
Nobody's scamming
If
people.
we up here giving it, we sending a shout out to you. Now go ahead, treat him right.
Hit him up.
So, fellas, let's dive right into it. Steeler Sunday. We got away with a victory by the skin of our teeth, 23-19. Excellent win, but it was scary as hell those last couple of minutes.
Right.
So, dude, I want to start with you, man. How do you think we did offensively?
We started out good, man. Like, when's the last time y'all remember having 2 touchdown drives in a row?
Man,
actually 3 scores. We got a field goal on the very next one. I can't remember the last time we did that.
Me
But
neither.
then the same old same reared its ugly head. But the defense played okay, but they made the stops. They made the turnovers when we needed them.
Right.
They came through
Right.
when we needed them.
What you think?
I felt the same way, man. I was happy to see us putting points on the board. We missed some on defense. Like we had a couple key players not playing today, and it showed. We was getting scraped a little bit in the secondary, but
Right.
you know what I mean. We came through in the end and locked it down, and I'm happy for that. That's all I
feel you.
can say about it.
What you
know what I
think?
mean?
Well, I feel like just what Wax said, we had a secondary, our secondary looked a little bit struggling at times,
Right.
but they know Minka's out, so that middle's wide open. So they're going to do exactly what they're supposed to do as a offensive unit anytime they play us.
Right.
And they're going to try to pick on the middle or pick where our best players aren't at.
Right.
And that was their job. They did exactly what they were supposed to do. I knew from rip they were going to play us tough. Green Bay always, for some strange reason, feels like playing us is like, winning the Super Bowl. They got to play us their toughest. Running wise, I feel like they showed up and showed out. I called it last week. I jumped all the way out the window, and I landed on the damn ground on my feet. Buck 82, I think, because your boy had 101, and then Harris had 80.
82.
Yeah, 82 yards.
Which is not. I mean, it's not that bad. Actually.
No, it
That's
wasn't.
good. That's good for both of them to
Right.
get. We almost had 200 yards rushing all together.
Right. I mean, and as far as, like I said, running the ball, Najee Harris, they said it today earlier in the game. He was the #1 yard holder at Alabama. You know how hard that shit is to do? Like the rushing leader in Alabama?
Right.
He holds the record. So when we drafted him, I'm thinking to myself, finally, we got somebody that's getting ready to be able to run up and down the field at his
Right.
leisure.
Right.
So that's the part for me that was hard to, it was a hard pill to swallow when he wasn't living up to his name.
Right.
Right.
But we had to get all the pieces in order. And I knew by now we should have the pieces. So like I said last week when I jumped all the way out the window, it wasn't the score that I called, because I called 24-14, I think.
Right.
I think we was all off on our predictions.
Y'all was the closest.
But we still got that down.
Y'all said 24-17. Y'all both did.
I said 24-13.
You did? Okay, you're right. I got up a point on you, and then Wax had 3 on me, so you was the closest.
But
so.
still, like Matt Canada still trash to me.
Yeah.
I mean, he called. Here's the thing: he called a good game, the first part of the game, but it's like when they adjusted to it, he still kept the same game plan. It's like he's like, if he goes plan A, and then if plan A ain't working, go to plan A. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
It's like, damn, like they're loading up the box now because they see we was gashing him, but he still was trying to run it in a loaded box. So
I even texted y'all guys earlier because we're in a group text chain,
and we do this every game.
And I said I finally see what y'all both are talking about as far as Canada.
Right.
Yeah.
Canada's concerned because he's definitely calling some dumbass plays at the most unopportune time.
Right.
We had the ball, when we got that interception in the end zone.
Right.
He runs those 2
The tosses and sweeps and shit.
Like, that's crazy.
And the end of rounds is
like that's not necessary.
I know, and see, other coaches would run like an end around and then build off of that.
Right.
Like he just keeps going back to the same goddamn plays, and it's like, if it didn't really work that well the first time, what makes you think it's going to work again?
And I don't know why you want to chew time off with those plays. When you pitch it behind where the NFL is lined up at, you're 7 yards behind already.
Right.
So let's just say if the defense is smart enough to adjust, which a lot of defenses are, that's a tackle on the backfield that takes the yards you got for the night away because that chips at that. And it's an unnecessary play.
And the thing that I didn't see, and I don't remember, man, maybe he did it, but I don't remember much play action at all today.
Right.
And we were running the ball good, but we didn't do play action at all, which is fucking dumb. Like, if you're running the ball that good and they're loading the box, that's when you
hit them with the play action.
Yeah, you come back with it, then somebody's going to be open in the middle. But he didn't do that at all. George Pickens still didn't get it. I don't even know if he got a catch. He might have one.
Two. I think he got 2.
He led our team tonight in yardage. He did.
Nah, I don't think so. Well, yeah, he did. He had 45 yards.
And receiving yards?
Yeah.
Okay.
I always know.
3 catches.
Just so y'all know. I'm right. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. That was about me being right.
I see.
You were wrong, but you were right.
No, he led our team tonight in receiving yards.
But you said yards.
I did.
But that doesn't apply to rushing now?
No, in pass and receiving yards.
That's what I'm saying.
I said receiving yards.
No, you said yards.
When we run this back, y'all will see I say receiving yards.
I knew what you meant, though.
No, I said it.
I thought you was wrong, too. But
he
let us
didn't say receiving yards.
I did.
But think about this, though. Look how pathetic that is.
It is.
45 yards is
leading the
receiver.
team. Yep.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And I don't know if that's on Kenny more, because sometimes Kenny gets out there, but I really think it's Canada. I think it's the routes that they're running. We don't throw nothing over the middle of the field. There's nobody even crossing the middle of the field. It just seems like it's all outside throws, and those are the hardest throws and catches to make.
And when we do cross, we got a penalty because old boy scraped the defender, which I thought was a ticky-tack kind of penalty.
It was, especially at that time of the game.
I was thinking the same thing.
That was like, that put the brakes on our offense, and I didn't like that shit.
That was game over.
Yeah.
That was game over too.
Now, I feel personally like the team showed up and showed out. Kenny, when he ran the ball, that was necessary. That's why I'm in favor of Kenny Pickett.
Right.
I think he should be back there because he's the most mobile quarterback we have.
Yeah.
If you can toss the rock a little bit and still be able to dodge and duck outside the pocket, I'm going to roll with you just for that simple reason because that helps us out in the long run.
I mean, Mitch moves pretty good, but Mitch makes bad decisions.
Yes,
too.
he does. He
like
stays back there too long.
Right. Kenny don't make too many bad choices. He might not be the best, but he doesn't lose the game for us.
He senses the heat.
Right.
He knows when they're closing in on him, so he makes adjustments. So I appreciate that. So moving forward, fellas, next week, y'all know what it is. Back inside the conference.
Yeah. What's that, Cleveland?
Yep.
Yeah.
In Cleveland.
Watch it. Say it right.
Cleveland.
You better take that V out of there.
Right. And they won today, right?
Who, Cleveland?
Yeah.
Man, dude, it's like here's how it's going right now. Baltimore, us, Cleveland, then Cincy. We're game over Cleveland, and we're a game behind Baltimore, which we beat them. So I don't understand why we're a game behind Baltimore.
Cleveland beat Baltimore.
Yeah. In which case, that should make us tied for first.
Cleveland beat Baltimore. I like to hear that shit.
What is that?
We're in second.
See that? 7-3. Like, well, they're a game up on us.
Right.
So we got to wait.
They because they played more games.
They haven't had a bye yet.
Right.
So.
And they might have their bye this week, so we might have them coming off a bye, which
I hope so.
I forget. I don't know when their bye is though.
Yeah, we play the Bengals, right? I mean, we got 2 conference games in a row.
Right.
Yeah.
Both away games too.
So that's going to be rough.
That's going to be tough, man.
Going to that dog pound and then washing it down, going to Cincinnati. Mm-hmm. I mean, Ohio, they already don't like the way Pittsburgh comes in there.
Right.
You know, flaunting that victory that we got the last time we played them.
Right.
You know, not saying Cincy, but Cleveland.
Right.
Excuse me, Cleveland.
Yeah, it's gonna be we'll see. Like I said, Cleveland, they won today. They got the Ravens, and the Ravens is pretty good. So, you know, we got
They're leading our conference.
Yeah,
man.
we got our hands cut out for us. Is that a phrase? Is that
No, I was wondering. I'm like, hands cut out. I'm like, oh shit, the hands are gonna be all right.
What's the phrase? We got our something cut out. For
We got
us.
our work cut out.
Yeah,
for
our
us.
work cut out for us.
It's our hands full and our work cut out for
We're
us.
cutting our hands out.
Hell yeah, we gonna have like little fucking
Little jazz hands.
hell yeah. But yeah, man. So. Can I get a in-game prediction, Wax? We gonna start it off with you, man. I need to know what you thinking over there.
No doubt. We're gonna go into Cleveland and put our foot square in their ass.
Okay.
Escape that. Come home, recoup, and then go right back to Cincinnati and put our foot in their ass.
Okay. Any game prediction? Because we're gonna take it game for game.
All right. Well.
So next game, what's the score prediction?
Against Cleveland, I'm gonna say what? Let me see. Probably 17-10. I'm gonna go 17-10.
Yeah, it's gonna be a close game. Duvioso?
I'm probably going. Let me see. Probably 2017.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's
I think it'll be. It's always a one score game. Most of our games are one score, so
Right.
I can't see this one being too much different.
Okay. I'm gonna take this time.
Jump out the window, man.
Jump out the window.
45-2. Like how the hell?
20-10. And I can guarantee y'all know why I'm saying this, and y'all at home know why I'm saying this.
Why,
Do you know why I'm saying it, dude?
Why?
What?
Why?
Because I'm willing it.
And you're dealing it?
You damn right I'm dealing it. I'm willing and dealing it. I'm calling that shit just like I called it last week. We're getting ready to do exactly what my mans and them said. We're going to go to Cleveland. Mm-hmm. We're going to beat their ass.
Right.
We're going to come home, get some soup, rest up, practice,
and then
go straight back over to Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
But this time we're going to go to Cincy.
Right.
We're going to beat their ass, and then we bringing it back on home. Period.
To hear.
We're going to get into the Cincy score next week, though, next episode, our Thanksgiving episode.
Okay.
So, without further ado, welcome to Pittsburgh, bitch. 6-3. Holla at your Guala and Guadalajara.
I don't got us beating Cincy, but I hope I'm wrong.
Well, that's because you're in the land of Dowdy right now.
Maybe.
Robert Dowdy Jr.
Even though they lost today, they lost to the Texans.
Yeah.
Texans is nice this
They
year.
showing up, man.
I thought they was trash at first, but C.J. Stroud's the real deal, man. That motherfucker is nice.
It's that O State shit.
Easy.
I'm just saying.
Easy. Especially after Michigan got that big win yesterday over Penn State.
So who is it? Is it Ohio State or is it Florida State? Which one is it? You got two squads like me?
Me?
No, this man over here.
Oh,
No,
well,
it's Florida State all day. All day. I mean, I respect O State. I respect Penn State. But, I mean, like, O State produces, so does Penn State, but
but you gonna leave us out of the conversation. You'll be quick to.
Michigan is a bunch of cheaters, and they need dealt
He's a
with.
cheater.
Here you go, bruh.
Say it
Because
right.
the Water Boy's a cheater.
Right.
Fudge you two. You see how I didn't cuss? I'm not even using my cuss words for y'all. Fudge you both.
I think they try to screw y'all down.
They are. It's a witch hunt. They're looking for the witch. They wonder what the secret to the sauce is, Wax.
I mean, y'all cheating, but I don't think it was that big of a deal. It didn't matter if Harbaugh was there or not.
It mattered.
It didn't.
It did because they all listen.
It matters.
I don't think so because they still got the dub convincingly, and then y'all's assistant coach or whoever that dude was crying like y'all won the national championship.
That's because they already had all them signs saved up for years.
See how you acted?
They already got them all lined up on their phone.
Y'all was cheating and got caught. Like, it is what it is.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. You saying that when y'all motherfucker. When I'd say nothing but good things about both of y'all.
So if they win it all, I want the title vacated.
Right.
That's crazy.
But they ain't gonna win it all.
You don't know that, smarty pants.
I do. But I'll tell you one thing. I know Florida State ain't gonna win it all, and that's my squad. You know what I mean? We ain't doing what we supposed to be doing. Even though we're number 4 in the nation, we're not playing like we're number 4.
Well, I mean, I understand that. There's a lot of competition out there, Wax, and they're turning up.
Yeah.
To a lot of people, this is the back half of the season.
Right.
That's why we should be kicking ass right
Yeah.
now. And we're not. We're not. Like, we had a couple people hurt, but like when we played Pitt, that shit was scary. Y'all know I was texting both of y'all like, we ain't looking too good,
Right.
man.
I was talking shit.
Yeah, and we ended up pulling out the victory, but it wasn't like an easy win.
Right.
Like it should have been. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I mean, these games are rough. When we played Penn State, man, they played us the whole game. They played us the whole game.
So y'all just been shutting everybody
We've been
up?
shutting everybody the fuck down, dude. I mean, Michigan is a powerhouse right now. They're running the NCAA. So shout out to my boys in blue, 313, all my fam out there. I love y'all. All my brothers, we represent the M.
Why you
Let's
think
hold it down.
Why you think they ain't number 1?
Because they're biased.
Nah, because
They're biased because Ohio State played a couple well-known
whooping
teams.
ass,
Georgia State.
and Georgia's kicking ass too.
Come on, fellas.
I mean, Ohio State just took number 1 from Georgia. So, you know, it's like back and forth. but
Listen.
Then y'all come in at number 3 and we're number 4.
I'm going to put it to you like this. Come the 25th, we going to see them.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
'Cause we
You're gonna
play
have to
Ohio
number
State.
1.
I ain't
number
even-
2, I'm sorry. You're going to have to play number 2.
You did? So I'm going to put it to you like this. I need y'all viewers at home. After you guys like, share, subscribe, I need y'all to go on the website, the computer, the little clickety-clack. Get on there and look up Michigan football for the last 2 years in a row. We we beat Ohio State twice. So, you know.
Hey, what is it, Wax?
But y'all know what that means.
He's challenging the fact that we run the NCAA right now
Scrap.
and have been for the last couple of them. I mean, we took a fall last year, you know, so we coming back full effect, and we coming to take the crown. So shout out to Michigan right now because we holding it down. Shout out to Steeler football because they are definitely coming through 6-3. I'm not mad at it.
Not at all.
I'm really not. We're second in the division behind Baltimore,
Right.
even though we beat Baltimore.
And we got the best division in football, man.
Yeah, we do. We got the best.
Because like
the toughest.
They said if they broke it down right now, all 4 AFC North teams is in the playoffs if they started right now. So
Okay. So
hopefully we can keep it going. You know what I mean?
it's about the momentum.
Right.
Like when I talk about willing and dealing, I'm not talking about making moves like that. I'm talking about willing this shit.
Right.
The energy that we possess.
Facts.
We need to transfer that into the damn screen when they playing out there. We believe. Now, I'm not saying that's all it is because it takes the effort from the team.
Right.
And it takes the smartness and wisdom from the coaches. So the shit is a trickle-down effect, gentlemen.
Got you.
So-
I'm gonna say because I mean you went viral last week. You know what I mean? You
Oh,
went
man.
there,
We
like-
went viral. This is DWI, bruh. This is
will say
It
DWI.
was viral. Willing and dealing.
Guys, man, I look to you guys to be the damn, the truth of my disbelief from time to time.
Right.
I can remember a time, man, we lost a couple high-profile games, man. Some games that were like a lot was on the line.
Yeah.
I packed up all my shit, put my damn terrible towels in a fucking garbage bag, put them in the closet, and y'all held my feet to the fire,
Yeah,
man.
he sent text messages like, I'm out here, I'm done. I kept them text messages for years.
Yeah.
Like, remember this? Nah, nigga, you got some work to do to get back in our good graces.
I had to do push-ups and sit-ups and shit. They held me to Coach Carter standards and shit. I was over on the sideline and shit like, you know what it is? It's our greatest fears that we don't want to believe in. It's not what makes us great, but what makes us greatest. It's not what makes the hate, it's what makes the haters. Like, I had to really write like a 10-page.
Who are you not to be great?
Like, I had to write a 10-page essay just to get back in the Steelers' good graces. And that's why I hold you guys in such high standards, just for the simple fact that, like, the Steelers are important to us. You know, when I get out of line, like, man, fuck this shit, man. Give me my ball back, man. I'm out of here. And y'all niggas be like, take that fucking ball, man. Just don't come back to this park. Right. I'm willing to do that shit because that shit is like, I'm passionate, man. I'm feeling that shit.
I feel you, man. It's tough being a Steeler fan.
It is.
Because it's a roller coaster, man.
It's an emotional roller coaster.
You know, sometimes I want to give up. I want to stop, like, watching the games.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because, like, it be getting to me, but at the same damn time, I wouldn't have it any other way.
I wouldn't either.
It's like a drug. Mm-hmm. It's like, fuck, I want to quit.
Not being a Steeler fan is harder to quit than crack.
It is, man.
I've seen crackheads get it together. Like, oh shit, you wouldn't got a job. You know, so and so's driving a Range Rover now. Like, yeah, they quit smoking crack.
Like, oh shit.
Before you can quit, stop, you know, being a Steeler fan. Like, we're passionate people about the shit we have. We don't have a hoop team.
Right.
We don't have all this shit that, like, New York has 3 or 4 teams apiece for each sport.
And the Pirates stink, and like hockey ain't my sport, so we gotta rock with them.
Right. So it's just one of those things to where that's why, to you at home, we talk about this shit so passionately because we believe in our team. Moving forward, fellas, do you guys remember the first day of school? And I'm talking about, like, you go shopping, mom, pop, whoever you live with at the crib, grandma, auntie, uncle, big cousin, big auntie, big sis, and they take you shopping. Do y'all remember the feeling you had when you used to, like, when you was waiting for the first day of school?
Hell yeah.
Do y'all remember going to sleep? Now, mind you, my dad cut hair.
Sleep? There wasn't no sleep.
Hell no, there wasn't no
sleep till about 5:30 in the morning. You're like, oh shit.
My dad cut hair, so
go to sleep.
I went and got the fresh up Newcastle. Shout out to Bimbo, you know what I mean? AKA Reverend Clark Reverend. Reverend was a good man, yes he was. But Pop used to have me so fucking tightened up. And then they used to go shopping in New York. So it was like, damn man, I can't wait. Because down here, I had too many brothers and sisters and mommy wasn't having it. She was gonna give me a good pair of sneaks and tell me to go on about my business.
Right.
So when I get the outfits from my dad, them son of a bitches was on fucking fire. Troop suits with the shoes. Right. Giorgio Brutini pants with the shoes. So
laced.
What was y'all's experience? Now, for me, I can remember going to bed. Now, mind you, you know that feeling of a fresh haircut and shit, and you like on a pillow. It like feels weird as shit for guys. Like, holy hell, this shit is gonna be fucking crazy when I wake up. Then going to sleep every 20 minutes, waking up like, is it time to go to school yet?
Right.
I want to say this for myself. I couldn't sleep from the amount of pain that my stomach was going through that night.
Right.
Now, you being my brother for years and years, we went to school together, all of us, at different times. We even went to school and you know, pre-teen, pre-adolescent,
right,
to grammar school. My stomach was killing me, bruh. You want to know why?
Just from, like, the excitement of getting up?
Not at all.
What was it?
What?
Not the nerves either. Because I knew once I woke up, how much I was going to be shitting on the motherfuckers.
Right.
I mean, my stomach was in knots. I'm sitting to this motherfucker like, because I knew that I put my shirt on top of the fucking, we had them old school fucking heaters back in the day, like the fucking, not the floor joints, but the ones if you bump your head on it, you either gonna get a concussion, or we need stitches, because we got a bleeder.
Mm-hmm. You see, me, I was like, my mom didn't spend like crazy money. Mm-hmm. Like she always, my mom was always been like real frugal.
Okay.
with the money. See, she paid the bills first. So
Y'all had it.
I mean, nah, not necessarily. It's just because she paid the bills first.
Bruh, y'all had it. You're the only motherfucker out of my friends that owned their house. You know what I mean? For years.
She paid the bills first.
You and this man.
The rest of it was like, all right now. So I never had the fly shit. It was never like I had the trashy clothes. It was just right in the middle, where enough to not get laughed at, but not enough to be like, oh shit.
Right.
I didn't get that, but I was still like, I'll be nervous as hell that night before. Like, man, I hope this outfit works. Like this Value City outfit. That
Here you go.
Like we went to Value City. We went to go to Gabe's, get you might find you a little steal at Gabe's, but the sleeve might be a little bit longer than you wanted it to be.
It was a Gordon Gartrell.
Right.
It was like the one sleeve came over the top and shit had your whole hand in it, and the other sleeve was right here.
But yeah, that was my experience, man.
What about you, Wax?
Pretty much like the same as Dude, but like, you know, mama, like we would go to like visit my aunts and my aunt and uncle in Cleveland. So I would have
before you finish. Where?
in Cleveland.
Okay,
you know
my
what I
bad.
mean? And so, you know, I wouldn't have no J's or anything like top of the line, but mine would be like right in the middle, right before, you know, before I started to get a little bit
the threshold of getting laughed at.
Exactly.
It was right above it. It was like Reebok Blacktop was like, right,
he got
but I had Nikes. You know what I mean? And I felt like I was the freshest nigga in school, even if I wasn't. I still felt it. You know what I mean? So I would lay my outfit out and just think about how I'm gonna be killing them in school tomorrow. You know what I mean? Even though, like I said, I never had J's or anything like top of the line, but we got through.
No doubt.
Yeah, we used to go up to Pittsburgh too sometimes. We go to Fifth and Woods.
Okay.
Remember Fifth and Woods?
That's major. Hell yeah.
Fifth and Woods.
Me and my brother Boo Dollar went to Fifth and Woods. Shout out to my brother Boo. You remember that story, big bruh?
Fifth and Woods was that shit was like a circus.
Man,
That shit was like a used car sales. Was like, what I got to do to get you in these pants today? Like, goddamn, like I just. And I never got I wanted them cross colors. My mom was like, nigga, you better get some of them Boss jeans.
Here you go.
She was like, you better get them Boss. You might get some Machine, some last year's Machine.
Machine. I ain't heard that.
Oh man, there was gas. There was
Damaged.
What was that one? That G. Jabot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jabot's, man. Shout out to my man E Feezy, E Fats, man. He was the first cat I ever seen with a pair of Jabot jeans, man.
That was Ceezy shit, man.
Yeah.
My cousin Ceezy used to
Him and Grand Poobah. Yeah, they swore by them Jabots, man.
Right.
Man, you don't know, man. Me and E Feezy be walking home from school and shit. He be like, you don't know about the Jabots?
Right.
I'm like, hell no.
Like, I don't want them Jabots? Oh, yeah, man, I'm gonna be sporting them.
Yeah, Jabots was a big deal.
Yeah, they was hot.
But dig it. My dad, now mind you, I grew up down here, but my pop, like I said, they used to go to New York and like shop all around, so I had the British Nikes with the British Nike suit, Felines with the Feli suit, Troops with the Troop suit. They made sure I was laced. One thing I can say, my dad and them never let me down when it came to school clothes.
That's dope.
So, I'd have enough for about 7 days, 7 work days, maybe 8. The most I got was maybe 9. You know what I mean? And that was when my dad went bananas. Well, I didn't live with him, so he was making up for some shit. He was like, here, nigga.
The shit out of you.
I remember you had them, I don't know why I always remember, but you had them David Robinsons.
Bruh.
Them real high top.
Let me tell you the story behind those. I had to work. There was a STEP program back at the middle school. It was either build computers, which Uncle Dookie was building the computers.
Right. Shout out, Duke.
And we was on the other side. We was working throughout the city, cutting grass and doing all kind of odds and ends. And Mommy promised me, she was like, if you do this, get your job, you can go ahead and get your David Robinsons. I'll pay half. So she paid a 80, and I paid that sweet 80. And to boot, I got my ear pierced. Bruh, when I got that motherfucking click on that click, and I got them David Robinsons, my guy, I was sitting up this motherfucker about to go blind that night, like, I can't handle it. Like, I was a TV kid. Shout out to Mommy for buying me a TV when I was a young buck. Now, that got me in trouble. I'll tell you that later on. And I don't mean big trouble. I mean, I just couldn't wake up in the morning because I'm up watching the fucking Tonight Show and shit.
Watching Johnny Carson.
So when it came to like lesson time, I'm sitting up there knocked out in Miss Cancer's class because like I was up too late watching Donna Reed. But you know, she
make room for daddy. All the bullshit.
She got me. She won halfers with them David Robinsons and got my ear pierced. So I knew for a fact I was gonna be out there slaying them. But one thing I can say that I remember, to my recollection, we all had the Tim Hardaways with the cross.
Yeah.
You, my nigga, you came through with these specific Tims. And I don't mean Timberlands for y'all at home. I'm talking about the Air Ups.
Yeah.
The Tim Hardaways
the
with
white
the cross.
Ones, the white ones with the white cross.
We all had
white embroidering on them joints.
My cousin DT had the fucking gray and black ones. He was the first one with them. DT, shout out 2-6,
with the,
all that.
With the Africa colors on them boys.
Who, these?
Yeah, I think Diesel.
Man, D had the originals.
Right.
I had the fucking all black ones. I think Bizzle had the fucking African looking ones.
Okay.
Ty Bizzle.
Yeah.
But when you had them all white ones, nigga.
Them was my shits. I went and bought them again. I bought them like a year ago. I got them shits.
Acting
I
out.
still ain't wear them. I just bought them just out of spite because I wasn't allowed to wear them back in the day.
Right. What you mean you wasn't allowed to wear them?
My mom, I came back with a terrible report card. She was like, "You ain't wearing these." I was like, "It was Christmas." I'm like, I gotta have them.
So
because if I don't wear them now, somebody about to get them and then it's gonna be like, I'm biting. Now I'm a biter.
It's a matter of time.
Right.
Time is of the essence.
I had a
you
week.
Damn right.
I had a week tops before somebody else got them, and then I was a biter. So
just like the Patrick Ewings with his face in the fucking joint and the tongue.
Right.
If you got a different pair of the Patrick Ewings with the face, Dookie had the first ones,
Right.
the blue and orange ones, the New York ones. When you got those were exclusive.
But here's what happened though. It's like God was like, "Look, I'm gonna let you wear these." Like he was looking. The big metal sense was looking out for me because like I ripped up the shoes that I had. My mom had told me, "You're not wearing these." But then the other shoes I had on because my foot was growing like crazy.
What were they?
They were Reebok black tops.
Okay.
So I ripped them.
Black tops were dope.
Yeah, they was alright.
Yeah.
But like I ripped them, and then she swore I did it on purpose. I never did it on purpose, Mom. But she swore I did it. She was like, she went out and bought. Like she let me wear. She let me wear my Air Rays the next day to school. When I got home from school, she had a new pair of shoes.
What were they?
They were more black tops. They were like the same ones I just had. And I'm like,
stop. So wait a minute. So you get the Air Raids, get a fucked up report card. She gets you these black tops.
Right.
You ruin the black tops, and then she gets you another pair of black tops.
yeah,
Bruh.
just so I couldn't wear the Air Rays.
Shout out to your mom for that, dog. That shit was ill, man. Shout out to your mom. Listen, Mom Dukes, shout out for that. He didn't deserve it because his grades was sour.
She would not let me wear them.
I'm proud of her.
I snuck them to school every once in a while just so I could be like, I have these.
You hear that, big sis?
Just to remind.
I hope your sister's watching this.
She is. She knows.
She gonna tell.
She seen me. She was like, ooh. I'm like, hey, shh, hush.
You probably brought something up for her. Like, remember last week? Remember the stuff I could have told? What about holding like a bartering trip over your sibling's head?
That was always her on me. Like she was like, I'll tell Mom. I'm like, Shonda, come on now.
What was your pair, Wax?
Man, I would venture into like the Fila's and Reeboks, like you know what I mean.
Right.
I would have Nikes, but they weren't like athletes.
J's,
yeah, you know what I mean.
When did you get your first pair of J's?
When I bought them.
Okay.
Like my mom
was we older then?
Man, I was 19 or 20.
Okay. I remember the white ones.
Yep. She was not playing that shit. Like there was no way she was gonna drop $100 or $150 on those sneakers.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's why my mom was splitting the 80 pack with me.
Listen, that's still dope though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But my mom, like, she would look out. Like I wouldn't go to school bummy at all.
Right.
At all. But I wouldn't have like anything worth bragging about.
Like we wasn't shopping at Chess King.
Right.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Niggas wasn't at Chess King.
No.
You know, I like my mom thought preppy was the shit. You know what I mean? So she would go out and get me like some collared shirts and shit. I'm like, this ain't it, Mom. Like,
Right. My dad used to send because my dad didn't live with us, but he'd send us clothes. And he'd always send like some turtlenecks and shit. I'm like, nigga, I can't wear this to school.
You know why he sent
It'd
it?
be Eddie Bauer turtleneck.
Because he wants you to be up there doing the cockroach in them. The VO and the cockroach in there, some bitch.
I'm like, I can't wear these, so they just sat in the box.
Man, them damn turtlenecks, you could have slid them over cheer, boy, because I had them motherfuckers popping.
Turtlenecks and cardigans.
Man,
Like,
turtlenecks was humongous back in the day.
Not for me. I'd be in here like,
If you wanted to be on your motherfucking Brian McKnight shit, get you a turtleneck.
I would fuck with a turtleneck.
Hell yeah,
That's
under a
what-
polo?
Like, that's why I rock like little vests and shit now. You know what I mean? Just because of my mom like lacing me with all kind of like shit I ain't never heard of, like Sergio Valentini and shit.
Well,
like
that,
you know.
that and the fact that you was in a biker gang when you was 8. You was in the Disco Contitos. Them motherfuckers was a serious kid biker gang. For those of y'all that don't know, it was in like East Palestine, Ohio. But nah, go ahead, man.
I'm just, you know.
Because I always give it to him, so I figured I'd just turn the gun.
Yeah, it was what it was, man. I never went to school bummy, but I didn't have J's.
Well, one thing I can say is that our parents didn't have a lot, but they made sure we had. So, you know, for that, we're grateful. Gentlemen, we've been on here for about an hour. We came, we saw, we delivered. We're going to come back next week with the holiday episode. It's Thanksgiving coming up, so we got something prepared. We didn't give a chance to do our big surprise we got going on, so we're going to save it for the holiday episode.
It's coming.
So please be patient with us. For those of y'all out there, click share, like, subscribe, pass the message along. We're going to come back next week. Same location, same time, different material. Peace.
boom, 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 boom,
Like that.
boom, boom.